Hello, hello, hello. My name is Audrey Hamilton. I am the entrepreneurial assistant. I'm a virtual assistant, inspiration coach, and a social media manager. Tonight for our Q&A, we have Amber McCarty with us. Amber's business is getting to know your business so you can share it with the world, but I'm going to leave that to Amber. So Amber, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, first of all. So thank you.
Yeah.
Um, okay, yes, I am a stay-at-home mom and I have three wonderful children. And I love being a mompreneur. I love everything that it has to offer. More about me. I love to scrapbook. My pictures are the most important things about my life. I can't get enough of them, and I like to put them in a pretty little book.
There you go. That's really cool. I'm not very good at scrapbooking, honestly. So you said you have kids. May I ask how old your kids are?
Yeah. So I have a 20-month-old, and then I have a 4-year-old, and I also have a 9-year-old.
Oh, very cool. Your kids are sort of close to my kids' age. Your
Oh
20 year
yeah,
olds
I guess I
between
never
your
realized
20 year
that.
olds between my two kids' age. So I have a 10-month-old and an almost 3-year old. So yeah.
Oh,
So
cute,
if
cute.
I may ask, how do you handle having a business and being a stay-at-home mom? Do you have any tips out there for any other moms that may be in that predicament or anything?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, my tips. So I like to wake up a little bit earlier in the morning just to go ahead and have that reset of just me time. And I learned a tip that I'm also going to start implementing in my life. I will now be picking out my day clothes at nighttime. And then you have them
Mhm.
like a uniform to wear in the morning because it's one less decision that you have to make. So I'm really excited. I'm going to start using that. Um,
Nice.
yeah, and then I try to, give the kids as much as they possibly, need, and then I capitalize on nap times. Nap times are my
Oh,
go-to busy work, housework. Then when the kids wake up,
yes.
it's snack, a little more busy work with the house, and then at nighttime like this, I mean, just keep going all the way up until about 10 o'clock or until, your fingers are numb.
No, exactly. I know that. I stay up till 1. It's
Yeah.
like, okay. So yeah, I need to manage that a little bit better, but we got this. We got this. So what is you want to tell and share with everyone what your business is about? So I kind of gave a little bit, but you can go into much more detail.
Yeah. Okay, so what I do is I get to know you as a business owner, but not just the business owner. I like to peel back and I like to figure out where your heart came from to build this business. Like, what is your why and what is your passion? And then how did you get this business started? I also like to talk, about a couple of stumbling blocks along the way because everybody has them. So might as well, share that. I think it's a beautiful thing. And then I take our interview like we're doing with Audrey tonight, and I go ahead and I post it onto all the platforms that I have up and running. The Facebook group, the Facebook page, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, my Buzz networking group, um, group on Facebook. Oh, I feel like I'm missing one. I'm probably missing one because I can't remember. But yeah, so those are the 7 platforms that I like to utilize to go ahead and get your name out. Oh, Spotify.
There we
I'm
go.
also
You
I
knew
think
you were missing
that's
one.
all 8 of them. So yeah, so that's
I was
what I
like,
like to do.
7, 7. I thought you were on 8, but I can't remember what that eighth one was.
So yes,
Yeah.
literally share your business with the world.
Yeah. So what got you interested in starting this business?
I kind of walked into it without really realizing that this was even a business. I started doing this just for fun. I had my business groups and I needed more traffic on my pages. But not everybody wants to hear about, Amber and the promotions and my product and whatever. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, what if I bring in like other people and add value to my group? So I just started doing this like 2 years ago just for fun and just to create more traffic and to genuinely care. Like, of course, I cared. Um, and I
Yeah.
went ahead and I took that, and a girlfriend called me and she's like, you're like really good at this. Like, how much are you charging? And I was like, wait, what? Like, I don't. It's just for fun. It's just a hobby. And she's like, what are you doing? Like, what does that even mean? So yeah. And then as I was out with my latest job last year, phenomenal company. It was great. But she got me in places that I never knew that I was going to grow. And I learned that I wasn't supposed to be with another company. I was really supposed to be my own. And that's how it kind of came about.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. So earlier you mentioned that you were trying to gain more traffic for your business pages and products and stuff. So I didn't know, are you still selling products, or did you kind of just drop that and started doing this one more full time?
I dropped everything. The first
Okay.
company that I was involved in folded, and then last year I just walked away from. So this is
Okay.
it.
Very, very cool. Yeah, I was just wondering, I was like, I didn't know that. And maybe I was missing something, so I was just kind of checking and making sure. So what is your impossible goal for your business that you're wanting
My
to reach?
impossible goal. For everyone to be like, yeah, meticulous engagement. I want that name to for everyone to hear it and be like, oh yeah, like I heard something about her. Like she cares about other people's businesses for some reason, and she wants to broadcast them all over the world. Um, yeah, we should have a conversation with her. You know, so that's my impossible goal.
Very, very cool. Very, very cool. And what have been some of your favorite entrepreneurs to work with? Like, not favorites exactly, but like, do you kind of like target market down a little bit more and like work with one, like working with coaches more or certain other people?
So okay, I love my crafters. Um, when they
Crafters.
can make
Yeah.
something, right? When they can make something and you can have it, you can hold it, and you can just appreciate it. I love that. Oh my goodness, I have a story in mind, but that's okay. Um, Beautiful pieces he made. The other one, oh, what was it? Oh, financial advisors, tax guys, financial advisors. I could talk to them all day long. Like, just give it to me and I will soak it up.
Oh, that's really cool. That's really, really cool. I actually know a few crafters. I'll send them your way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know some crafters. I don't really know if I know any financial advisors. I might, but I do know several crafters. I made handmade jewelry before, so I actually know like a ton of crafters. So,
That's awesome. So my first interview that I actually went live with the meticulous engagement was a jewelry maker.
oh, very cool. Very, very
Rihanna.
cool. Yeah. So, so why are you on the specific platforms you're on? Is there any reason?
Well, I started out with just Facebook, and then I did have like Instagram downloaded, and I just realized that I was really minimizing myself with just Facebook. And then I went ahead and I, kind of figured out Instagram, and I'm like, okay, that was fun. And then I went into LinkedIn, and then I found TikTok. TikTok is fun. I mean, it's just fun just to play around with it and just all the different features. Um, who doesn't love, making their movies look like Hollywood?
Yeah.
So that's fun. And then I was talking with another friend, actually I met from you, and she's like, well, you should create a YouTube channel. And I was like, honey, like, I don't have money for that. Like, I don't want to do all that. And she goes, you can do it for free. And I'm like, wait, what? So my mind, my
Was
mind was,
blown.
yes, exactly. Because I was like, I didn't realize that I could start a YouTube channel. So I went ahead and I took all of my old content and I'm starting to cycle it through again. So I care about my businesses, and I really like to be fair. So I'm like, well, if I'm going to put new people on YouTube, I should really use all of my old people too. So that way, like, everybody has, the same playing field.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. And Which ones of these platforms are more your favorite ones? Which one do you spend most of your time?
My husband isn't going to hear this, is he? No, just kidding. Most of my time. I really like TikTok. It's fun. It's creative. You hear a song, and then I just want to start putting images with the song. I've been working with Wrigglers on the Hill. It's a haunted house, and I have been doing like a whole bunch of haunted house stuff for him. That has been super fun. We went out in the woods and we played for like 3 hours, and now I have all this content that I'm uploading.
That's really cool. I did see some of those, or at least one of them. I'm not much of a creepy person, so it kind of did freak me out a little bit, but it was really cool too. The clown did it for me, and the dolls. The clown and the dolls did it for me. I was like, we'll finish watching this, but this is creepy, but it's really cool, but it's really creepy too.
Awesome. Well, good. I did my job.
You did a great job. It's like, I don't stop watching, but I was also like, looking through fingers.
Right. I love it.
Yeah, I don't do well with creepy. You will not catch me watching Annabelle or It, any of the It movies, or Chucky, or anything like that. You won't be catching me doing that. Huh?
Or The Conjuring. That's one of my sister's favorite movies.
I have watched The Conjuring. I've watched the 2 of the movies. I have not watched the 3rd one, but from the sounds of it, it's not something I want to watch. So, nope,
Awesome.
no, negative. Nope, not gonna catch me watching that one. So yeah. So, what about networking? So, for anyone wanting to know how to network, what are some advices you can give to others?
Oh my goodness, there's so much.
There we go. Give it to us.
Yes, networking. Just get out there and just do it. I plug into networking events all the time, and if I can't find one, I make one. I couldn't find one this month that I wanted. I went ahead and I created it. And okay, I get it. Some personalities are like, that sounds great, but like I just want to save my business and I just want to do me, but I really do want to throw a party to get more, interaction, but I'm not the person. Find the loudest person in the room because they will love to take you underneath their wing. If you find the loudest person in the room, and if you're like, I have an idea and I want to throw a party, they're going to be like, girl, let me throw you a party. Okay? That's all you have to do. Just whisper it to the loudest person in the room and they will take you underneath their arm. What else about networking? Just relax. If you know your business inside and out, don't let anyone tear you apart. I mean, every day you're going to get knocked down. I just got knocked down before this interview, and Audrey had to, kind of talk me back up. It was great. It was a really good, powerful moment. Don't let that keep you down. Networking is supposed to be amazing. And yes, they do become your friends. I met Audrey through networking, and now I know about her kids, and she knows about mine, and we comment back and forth on personal stuff. So yes, they do become your friends.
Yes. Yep, and I would say we are pretty good friends. I have no idea how we met, but we did meet somehow.
I was trying to figure that out too. I'm like, oh.
I don't know. I just don't know. I wish I knew. I'm sorry. I just don't.
Okay.
I made like it felt like overnight. I kind of like made from 400 to 1,000 friends. So I'm like, oh, I don't know how I became. I hate to say it. I became friends with a lot of people, but then I'm like, I became friends with them and actually knew them afterwards, after we somehow became friends. So that's kind of how it turned out.
That's okay. It happens.
So some of those people have been the best. So
yeah. Is there anything else you want to know about networking?
Anything? Is there like, do you try to get onto any like magazines or any other kind of things?
I think that would be fantastic. I've never have pursued that myself. I've heard of other people doing it. I think it's a wonderful thing. If it comes at your door, I mean, don't shut it, keep it open and run with it. But no, me personally, I've never actually looked into that. Oh, I was gonna say it. Networking. We are doing a phone call tomorrow with another group of mine, and it's four of us, and we're going to be talking about the proper etiquette at a networking party. So that will be up soon on the Meticulous Engagement account. So that'll be fun.
Very, very cool. I have no idea. You cracked in a little bit with me for that, so I'm not sure if it went live or broke through or anything, but might have some internet problems going on over here, so I'm not sure. But yeah, what time is that call again? Is it open for other people or?
So it'll be like a private phone call, and then I'm going to take the audio and I'm going to blast it. So I'm just going to like peel it all back and break it up into segments the way that it needs to be, but it will be up this coming week.
Okay.
So I'm excited. The proper etiquette of networking.
Okay. And I have.
Oh no, I think it's falling out.
Link up in the description.
Is that your internet or mine? Oh no. Is that your internet or mine going in now?
I am not sure.
I love
Hopefully it'll be
technology.
good enough for this. Oh, I know, it's amazing.
It is amazing.
It's like all my job. I don't have anything else. I can't go and do anything else. This is what I do, so I have to work with it. So hopefully no more problems. No more problems. So I hope. Please, no more problems. Okay. So we just did that. Is there anything else you want to add about networking?
No, I'm good. You can go on to the next question if you want.
Okay. So you want to share some of the stories you've heard of other entrepreneurs in your business?
Yeah. I have like a favorite story. It just made me feel like I was really on track with what I was doing and I was adding value to the community. I went to my local vineyard and he was outside doing some work, and I gave him my elevator pitch. And I wasn't asking for anything. I genuinely just wanted to know his business and what he was doing, and what the season looked like for him. But it was so cool. He brought me into his house, poured me a glass of wine out of his like personal fridge, and we sat at the kitchen table with his husband and wife and the grandchildren running around. Here I am, like a total stranger. I told him that his son cuts my hair or cuts my family's hair. And they just like welcomed me right into their home. It was so beautiful. And I got to know all of the history and all of the good stuff about the vineyard in our local neighborhood. It was so cool. That was probably like one of my favorites. The other one would be the brewery. That one was a lot of fun too. I love it when I find a business off the beaten path and I just walk on in there and they just welcome me with open arms. They're like, I see your passion. I see your mission. I see your goal. Yeah, like, let's do this. I met some amazing businesses over at the state fair. I mean, every single business is so welcoming. And I got to know their business. And within 5 minutes, I'm like, okay, I got this. And this one woman, she's a speaker, like a professional speaker. And it was so funny because she, kind of gave me that look like, oh, okay, in 5 minutes, you understand like my 20-year-old business. Okay. So I did my thing and I turned off my camera and she's like, wow, you have a gift. She was like, you nailed my business. And I am very proud to go ahead and share the work that you just did. Thank you. So
it's really cool.
Like that make me feel like I'm on the right path.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. I love it when those kinds of people just show up. They're more extra surprised about our works, and then it ends up just becoming something amazing. It helps boost our confidence and everything.
It was fun.
So where are you located again? So I see you're doing a lot of like walking around, and you're finding businesses off the beaten path. You're going to state fairs and stuff. So may I ask where all
I'm
of
going
this
to
is
say that
taking
I'm in
place?
Minnesota. So I'll say that I'm in
That sounds good.
Minnesota, and I'm going to leave it at that.
Okay. Okay, that
But yeah,
sounds good. Yeah, that was my main question. I didn't expect you to go into detail of where are you located and stuff. No.
my
We'll just
address
leave it at
is.
Minnesota. Yeah, exactly. No, I wouldn't do that. I would not do that to you. But if any of you are in Minnesota and you guys want like a personal like interview with her, maybe reach out to her and see what she can do for you.
Yeah.
So, yes. So let's see. I think that's all the questions I have for you.
Okay.
And we have like 20 more minutes.
Okay.
So anything else you want to add?
Ooh, value. Okay.
Value time.
Yes, value. Okay, I can talk about some of the platforms that I use and some of the things that I'm like learning through this. So yeah, like, am I just starting out? Absolutely. Okay, like my numbers, like on TikTok aren't like, okay, I will tell you a story. I was at the state fair and I approached this business, and he didn't care. And I was like, okay, fine, whatever, like I'm gonna get out of your face. And this boy who was also working the same stands overheard it, and he goes, "Are you viral?" And I looked back at him and I was like, no, no. And like, that doesn't even matter. And he's like, oh, and he just like walks away. But do you know what? The guy right next to his booth, he understood that my heart was in it. He understood that I might be small and I might be starting out, and, and I'm growing. But he could feel that my heart was connecting with his business, and I gave a damn. And it was wonderful. So like that, I don't know, that kind of, I don't know, just walk past the people that don't want anything to do with you. Just like walk on by them and just look for the ones that want to engage with you, because now him and we have a really good relationship. And we're messaging. He goes, yeah, like I could learn something from you, and I think you could learn something from me. And I'm like, absolutely. So it's wonderful. I got sidetracked. Okay, the platforms. Instagram.
No problem.
Instagram.
No problem. And it's totally fine. It's totally fine too that we're just starting out, because we're all just starting out. We all have to begin somewhere, and we'll all make it if we have enough passion and we work hard enough to it. We have to just ignore people who are like, no, we're not interested. We're all starting out. Even I'm just starting out. I have been in business for less than a year right now with this entrepreneurial assistant business. So it's just, we're all growing. We're all learning, and we'll all reach our goals one day if we just keep on pursuing them.
Yes, and never give up. And that's something I tell my kids. Like in school, I bet you were taught you can be anything you want to be if you put your mind to it. And then like they tried to put you inside of a box, right? I didn't want to be inside of a box. And I'm trying to tell my kids and teach them, you can literally be anything you want to be, and I'm trying to show them, like, your mom wants to be a storyteller, your mom wants to be maybe a public speaker, but we start small and then we explode. And it's really fun to watch. So I'm learning that obviously it's not all about me, because it can't be, because people are going to get sick and tired of, look at me, girl. Okay.
Yeah.
But what I love is when people love the businesses that I interview, that's when they share the content. It's not what I did, I mean, it's a little bit of like what I did, what I provided, but it's because they love the business. Like Ringlers on the Hill that I did the content for, it has been shared 47 times. That silly little
Yeah,
TikTok that I sent you. 47 times. Like, that's crazy.
it was
So,
really good.
so
It
when
was
you
good.
have,
Good. Like I said, look, like I said, it was like good enough that I covered my eyes while I'm watching it.
no, yes,
And I'm
like,
I'm picking through my fingers. Again, I don't do well with scary. I do not do well with scary, but it's still funny.
I love it. And then I also found out that one of the coffee shops in another small town, people loved her business, and then they loved what I did with her business, but that got shared like another 50 times. She goes, Amber, I had people all the way out in Oregon calling me for coffee. Like they didn't put two and two together that it was in Minnesota. And I was like, what? And she goes, your video circled so fast because of her business. It was all her business. It had nothing to do with me. And it was so beautiful to see. And it was like a 3-minute little live. It was crazy. My hair
That's
was a
really
mess.
cool.
I was just gonna get coffee in the morning, and and I decided to do a live on the spot. It was fun.
There you go. And definitely Oregon loves their coffee. I'm from Oregon.
Are
And
you?
there it's like, yeah, I moved here to North Carolina about 6 years ago. But what I remember of Oregon is there's like a coffee shop, it felt like around every corner. So they love their coffee there, and they love little like coffee shops and stuff. So yeah, for sure.
I was on like a kick with coffee shops for like a week straight. I just kept on like finding like little fun coffee shops, and to the outsider looking in, like if they just read the headline like coffee shop in this part of Minnesota, it doesn't look like it would stand out from my other videos. But what I did is I pulled back so that way it had a standout factor of why you should go to this coffee shop because it's
Yeah,
different than the other one that had been interviewed. So that's always fun for me is to pull it apart and make sure that it stands out. So, I feel like I'm
that's
just
really
talking about
cool.
myself.
I like it. I really do. That's really, really cool.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, that's what us moms do. We just talked. We could hold whole conversations.
Oh, geez.
Oh no, I think we're frozen again. So
Oh, no. Are we?
I think we are going to have to end this soon before we end up actually like getting cut off because the internet's still pretty bad. I don't know how bad it is for everyone else, but it's like chopping in and out for me, and I'm like, is she done talking? Is she still talking? And then I'm like, you froze. Like, I'm like, we
Okay.
got this. We got this. But is there anything else you would like to add?
I don't think so. No, it was just really fun being here. I look forward to it. I look forward to the audio being up. And thank you so much for just letting me open up and sharing with people my heart and why I care about their business.
Of course, and thank you so much for coming on for this. I'm sorry we have to cut it short and stuff. I just don't know what this is turning out on Facebook Live right now. For me, it's like chopping in and out. I'm trying to get it, but I'm not sure how it's going. So I'm so sorry about that. We will have to do another one eventually, and maybe we'll go into more about stuff. And I would love to have you back sometime. So I really appreciate it.
Sounds good. Thanks, hon.
Yep, yep. You have a good night.
You too. Bye.
Bye.